Welcome to the Great Hall. So many enchanting opportunities and mysterious clues await you. Look around the many halls and explore the grounds. But don't forget your goal, to find the secret.
You're out!
Welcome to the entrance to Diagon Alley, where one can purchase school supplies for the coming term. Do you recall how to enter? See if you can remember the right combination of bricks. Think hard. Select the bricks in clockwise order.
I shouldn't have said that.
And press enter to enter.
Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley. No, just one.
Dragon's claws and world-class racing bridge. Wow! Look at it! The new Nimbus 2000! It's the fastest model yet.
How do you expect to purchase wizard supplies without wizard money? You'll need your wizard money before purchasing. Off to Gringotts with you.
Gringotts, the Wizard Bank. Take no safer place, not one. Except perhaps Hogwarts.
Maybe the tightest security in this or any world. Run by goblins and guarded by dragons. Step up to the window to make a withdrawal if you have your key. Chocolate. Peppermint. Yes. Blech, sardine. Tastes like breakfast. Buttered toast. Since you don't have your key, your money is still locked up. Get back to the alley and find out what's lost. Remember, look for the sign.
No, just one.
Welcome to the guided tour of Hogwarts, home of wizards and witches in training. Use your arrow keys to look ahead, left and right as you take in the sights. You may wish to pause here and there at stopping points to take a closer look, but do try to keep up with me. Our first stop is the Gryffindor House Common Room. You may remember when Percy led Harry, Ron and Hermione here for the first time the day they arrived at Hogwarts. On the right is where Hermione placed Neville under a full body bind when he tried to stop her, Ron and Harry from sneaking out after curfew and risking Gryffindor house points. poor fellow. Notice the Gryffindor wizard portraits on your left. On the right is where Harry and Ron sat beside the fireplace during the Christmas holidays, and Harry received his sweater from Mrs. Weasley. Often Gryffindors study here, with plenty of potions homework from Professor Snape. Here too, Harry and Ron often play wizard chess. Without that skill, they would never have found the stone. In front of you on the left are more places for Gryffindors to relax, study, and socialize. At day's end, Gryffindors observe curfew by retiring to their dormitories, conveniently located up the staircase on your right. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Let's take a look, shall we? Follow along. Do try to stay with me, and watch your step. It's up these stairs that you will find both the boys' and girls' dormitories of Gryffindor House. Let's see if anyone is around. Oh, did you hear that? Could be Harry sneaking down the stairs wearing his invisibility cloak. Well, the Gryffindor boys don't seem to be here right now. This is where first years Seamus, Neville, Ron, and Harry turn in for the night. Or at least for a while. Remember when Harry snuck out with his invisibility cloak and found the mirror I said? Now don't you get any ideas from that. Here's Harry's bed. Next to it, you will see his belongings. And over on the right are his wizard robes and scarf. In the back there is the window where Harry sat thoughtfully with his new friend, Hedwig. This is where Harry's best friend Ron sleeps. And, oh, there is a Gryffindor lurking about. So sorry to disturb your afternoon cheese, Scabbers. You will remember that Ron snuck out at night his share of times too, with prodding by Harry. Of course, Filch would gladly recommend detention in the Forbidden Forest as a reward for sneaking around after hours, as he did for Ron, Harry, Hermione, and Draco. Keep that in mind if you stray off. Welcome to the Great Hall. You can imagine how Harry must have felt arriving at Hogwarts when he first saw the floating candles and enchanted ceiling. To your left and right, notice those creatures lining the room. On your right is the table where Gryffindors sit. To their right is Ravenclaw's table. To your left are the Hufflepuff and Slytherin tables. I see they've adorned the hall for Christmas. Lovely, isn't it? Well, no one's around, so let's go up to where the teachers sit. Now you're seeing the same view as Professors Dumbledore, McGonagall, Snape and Quirrell. What a marvelous Christmas tree. Professor Flitwick levitated the ornaments to the top of the tree with his famous swish and flick. It can take many years to sit in Dumbledore's chair, and I personally don't have several hundred years to spare. There were so many memorable moments here in the Great Hall. Harry, Ron and Hermione being sorted into Gryffindor. The owl that brought Neville his Remember-All. The time Seamus blew up his water trying to turn it to rum. And the momentous day that Gryffindor took the House Cup. Well, it's here that our tour of Hogwarts comes to a conclusion. You can't be coming in here without a wand. Back to Ollivander's with you. You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring nerve and chivalry set Gryffindors apart. You might belong in Hufflepuff, where they are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. Or yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends. Ah, the many marvelous and mysterious ghosts of Hogwarts. Each house has its own ghost, and some are less pleasant than others. The Bloody Baron resides in Slytherin House, silver blood and all. Fat Friar, the Hufflepuff house ghost. The Grey Lady of Ravenclaw. And the resident ghost of Gryffindor.
Hello! How are you? Welcome to Gryffindor.
Nearly headless Nick.
I prefer Sir Nicholas, if you don't mind.
A victim of a botched beheading. You may ask, how can he be nearly headless?
Like this.
To gain passage to extra credit, insert this disc into your PC's DVD-ROM drive. Got it? Oh, are you a collector as well? Then you will enjoy collecting these magical cards.